Hi there, I'm starting a little tutorial series that I think could be quite useful because today I want to show you how you can create a time tracking tool with Excel that will help you organize your time. In the last episode we created a table in which we can enter the days and times we worked on certain projects. Today we want to create a second table that totals the working hours of different projects per day. This overview table will be the informative centerpiece of our work time tracking tool. So let's go into Excel. Here you can see that I have entered a few more examples of project working times. Don't let that confuse you. The important part starts when I click the Overview tab. We should create the following columns. At first, day, weekday, weekly cumulated, daily cumulated, and the total, of course. Also, we should create 3 columns for our 3 projects. You can see them below in the other tabs: tutorials, coding, and students. For the first column, day, we type in the starting date. It's 1st May of 24. And then we go into the cell below. We use the cell above and add 1. So we get the next day. And we can copy that. And we have plenty of days. We can do that until the end of May. So for the next column, weekday, we can type in manually the weekdays and copy them step by step, or you use this quite long function, but that's quite simple. It's just if query 4 and 4, and you can copy that also from my GitHub repository, where I will publish the Excel tool that I am developing here. So you can copy that function and just type that in, so we have all the relevant weekdays. For the weekly working hours, we create a query if it's Sunday. So if the cell next to it equals Sunday, then we will accumulate the last 7 cells in total. We will try that here. So sum, and then just select here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until Monday again. For that one, of course, we have to take a look on that. But from that one, we can just copy the cells and we get always the accumulation of all the totals. And yes, I made one mistake, not from the total column, but from the daily cumulated column. So that's on me, I'm sorry. So now it's better. And in the daily cumulate column, we just have to take the sum of all the working hours from the 3 projects, like that. Of course, until now, the columns under the projects are still empty. In total, we want just accumulate all the working hours day by day, so we do that. We add the actual day with the daily cumulated working hours plus the working hours from the cell before, and that will look like this. Now we get a lot of zeros, so we have to work on that cells in the projects columns. For that we have to do following. For the project columns, we have to use the filter function. This filter function has three main parts. In the first one, we have to declare the array where the values are which we want to filter. In the second part, we will put in our condition which will be used to filter our values, and in the third part we will make clear what happens if no values will be filtered out. Now let's get to the first part of the filter condition. We want to declare the array that we want to filter. This array is for the tutorials column in the sheet tutorials, and we want to filter the cumulated daily values, and we can make it easy and just select the whole column. So yes, with one click it's column I until I, so the whole column is selected. Now we want to make clear under which conditions our values will be filtered. We have here now two conditions, and in Excel to use two conditions that have to be fulfilled at the same time, you can multiply those conditions. So I will here multiply the conditions. Our first conditions is in our case that the date in the for that we want to cumulate all our working hours have to be equal to the date in the tutorial sheet. So here we want to declare the first column in tutorials complete A. So the the second condition for that is that our variable transferred is true. So here we select the column J, and this one has to be true. Don't forget to dollarize all the relevant values. Oh, let me think which one has to be dollarized. And with that we have our the function for the project columns, and it's not working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, no problem at all. It's working, and here you can already see on this 3 days we worked in that project, and you can also see that this is cumulated per day here, and also per week, and it's cumulated in total for all that following days. And we will do the same one with the other projects. So we type here in coding instead of tutorials. We copy that one. It will take a time, but no problem at all. And here it's the same as well. Instead of coding, we type in sports. Go sports. We copy that one. It takes a short time. And now you can see it. You see on which days you worked in which projects. You did 2 times sport, you did a little bit of coding, you worked a little bit on your tutorials, and you can see on which you spent your most of the time. And you can also add here an additional row. You can make it a little bit more beautiful, and we can here also totalize per projects, just as a quick idea for today. So now you can see on what you spend most of your time. So that's everything for today. I hope you had an interesting lesson on how to create your personal working time tracking tool or your hobby work time tracking tool. It doesn't matter for what purpose you want to use it. I think it's quite helpful and I hope you will like it. If you like that video, it would be beautiful if you give this video a like or if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day.